Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about the legacy of 6 generations of Qin state and the unification of China. Duke Xiao of Qin state appointed Shangyang to carry out reforms, which almost offended all the noble powers in Qin state. Ultimately, however, these reforms transformed Qin state into the most powerful state in the eastern part of Asia at the time, laying the foundation for the unification of China. These reforms not only completely changed the Qin state, but also altered the course of Chinese history. After Duke Xiao's death, his son, Qin Huang of Qin state, ascended the throne. To secure his rule, Qin Huang executed Shangyang by dismemberment, we have mentioned in the previous video. But he didn't repeal the transformative reforms that Shangyang had initiated, which had altered Qin's destiny. Though Qin Huang killed the mastermind behind the reforms, their outcomes were preserved, and making Qin the only state during the Warring States period to successfully implement reforms, standing tall among its contemporaries. Qin Huang reigned Qin state for 27 years, suppressing Wei and Han states, expanding southward beyond the Qinling Mountains, advancing into Ba and Shu states, and occupying the fertile land known as the Land of Abundance. With these geographical advantages, Qin state gained a commanding position over the eastern states. He also made use of the brilliant strategist Zhang Yi, whose diplomacy by forming alliances called Lianheng, and broke the united front called Hezong of the other states, which giving Qin the means to become invincible. In 311 BC, King Huang died, and his 18-year-old son King Wu of Qin state ascended the throne. As the third generation of Qin's rulers, building on the legacy of their predecessors, King Wu of Qin, called Ying Zheng, took power. When he was a crown prince, he disliked Zhang Yi just like his father disliked Shangyang, considering him untrustworthy and fickle. After becoming king, many people pandered to him by bad-mouthing Zhang Yi, urging him to execute Zhang Yi. Realizing his perilous situation, Zhang Yi reluctantly returned to his home state of Wei, where he soon died of illness. After driving away Zhang Yi, King Wu of Qin restricted the top government position, changing the office of prime minister to chancellor, to prevent any one person from holding too much power. He appointed 2 chancellors to check and balance each other, like Prince Ji and Gan Mao, thus creating the first instance of a dual chancellor system in China. King Wu of Qin state had always dreamed of visiting the Zhou royal court in Luoyang. Therefore, he launched a major military campaign to attack Yiyang, present day is in the southwest of Luoyang, in Henan province, a crucial stronghold of Han state. Despite the Han state's army's valiant resistance, they were eventually defeated by Qin forces. With Yiyang conquered, Qing's territory penetrated the central plains of China, bringing them close to the Zhou royal city of Luoyi. In 307 BC, eager to visit the Zhou court, King Wu of Qin led a massive army to the Zhou royal family's domain. At the Zhou ancestral temple, he saw the legendary 9 tripod cauldrons, which were cast by Yu the Great, using the riches of the world. These cauldrons symbolized the 9 provinces of ancient China, the Chinese civilization, the entire world in their recognition, and supreme authority. Young, strong, and impetuous, King of Qin couldn't resist showing off his strength and asked King Nan of Zhou, "How heavy are these cauldrons?" Back in the spring and autumn period, King Zhuang of Chu had once inquired about the central plains, and it was only thanks to a diplomatic response by Wang Sunman that the cauldrons weren't taken by a foreign power. Faced with King Wu of Qin's question, the Zhou people were too afraid to respond. And the temple was so quiet that you could hear a heartbeat. Undeterred, King Wu of Qin sneered and seized one of the cauldron's handles, lifting it with great effort. He wanted to demonstrate to the world that Qin state could bear the weight of the empire. However, the cauldron was too heavy, although he managed to lift it. He soon lost his strength as the cauldron fell, breaking his kneecaps. By nightfall, King Wu of Qin had succumbed to his injuries, dying at the age of 22. Shocked by his death, King Nan of Zhou personally went to offer condolences. King Wu of Qin's death from lifting the cauldron became a subject of ridicule, but his unexpected demise also caused a political upheaval in Qin state. Since King Wu of Qin died in his prime without leaving an heir, a fierce struggle for the throne ensued within the Qin royal family. In the end, his 18-year-old half-brother, who had been held as a hostage in Yan, was escorted back to Qin state with the support of King Wuling of Zhou, and was installed as King Zhou Xiang of Qin. King Zhou Xiang of Qin reigned longer than any other Qin ruler and holds the record for the longest reign of any ruler in Chinese history. Many significant historical events of the Warring States period occurred during his reign. One of the most far-reaching but lesser-known events was the matter of claiming the imperial title. At that time, the various states had all declared themselves kings, making the title of king less prestigious. The title of emperor, however, which harkened back to the 3 sovereigns and 5 emperors, was something many rulers dreamed of but didn't dare to claim. But King Zhao Xiang of Qin state didn't dare to declare himself emperor alone, so he sent his chancellor Wei Ran to Qi state to propose a joint declaration with King Ming of Qi State, forming a two emperors alliance to divide the world between them. Together, the emperors of Qi and Qin would stand supreme, and who would dare oppose them? King Ming of Qi, carried away by his ambitions at that time, readily agreed to Wei Ran's plan. Qin and Qi formally declared themselves emperors, Qin as the Western Emperor and Qi as the Eastern Emperor. The world was shaken by their audacity, and the master strategist Su Qin emerged, persuading King Ming of Qi to renounce the imperial title, isolate Qin, and rally the other states to resist Qin state. After cooling down King Ming of Qi state, heeded Su Qin's advice and hastily renounced the title after just 2 days, leading Su Qin to spearhead the formation of a 5-nation alliance against Qin state. This backfired, forcing King Zhou Xiang of Qin to abandon the imperial title as well. The imperial title was held for only 2 months, a fleeting moment in history. Even though he never became emperor, King Zhao Xiang of Qin led Qin to unprecedented strength during his 58-year reign. His trusted ministers and generals included Bai Qi, Fan Ju, Wei Ran, and Sima Cuo. He led the campaign that captured the capital of Chu, Yingdu, now is in Jiangling city in Hubei province, and lured King Huai of Chu to his death. He seized the famous He Shi Bi from Zhou state and humiliated the king of Zhou at the Mianchi meeting. In the Battle of Changping, he ordered the slaughter of 400,000 surrounded Zhao soldiers, dealing a fatal blow to Zhao state. Then he besieged the Zhao capital of Handan and forcing Lord Xingling to steal a military token to save Zhao state. He destroyed the eastern Zhou and overthrew the Zhou dynasty's 800-year-old rule. Under his leadership, Qin continued to occupy and consume vast territories from the other 6 states, eventually controlling more land than the combined territories of the eastern states. By this time, the unification of China was all but inevitable. In 251 BC, King Zhao Xiang of Qin died. His son, Prince Anguo, mourned him for a year before formally taking the throne as King Xiaowen of Qin state. But unfortunately, King Xiaowen died suddenly after just 3 days, making him the shortest reigning ruler in Qin's history. At this point, Ying Zheng was positioned to ascend the throne. Originally the most inconspicuous grandson in the Qin royal family, Ying Zheng had been sent as a hostage to Handan, the capital of Zhao, after the Mianchi meeting between Qin and Zhao states. In Handan, Ying Zheng met the merchant Lü Buwei, big merchant, and thanks to Lü Buwei's extraordinary maneuvering, Ying Zheng returned to Qin state and was made crown prince, ultimately becoming the most powerful man in the world at that time. After his coronation, he appointed Lü Buwei as a chancellor, granting him the title of Marquis of Wenxing and giving him 100,000 households in Luoyang as his fief. Lü Buwei, who had been merely a merchant, but now became the all-powerful chancellor of Qin state, reaping the rewards of his risky investment in Ying Zheng. Ying Zheng continued Qin's strategy of forming distant alliances while attacking nearby enemies, seizing cities like Taiyuan and parts of Wei state's territory in Shanxi and Henan provinces now, and extending Qin's reach to the Wei's capital of Daliang, now is in Kaifeng city, Henan provinces. Sadly, under Lü Buwei's under Lü Buwei's shadow, Ying Zheng's reign was short-lived. He died suddenly after just 3 years. At the age of 35, after 6 generations, history finally witnesses the rise of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, Ying Zheng. In the next video, we will delve into the life of Ying Zheng, the Qin king who unified all the territories of China at the time and established the first centralized state in Chinese history. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please like, follow, and feel free to share or comment. Thanks for watching. See you next time.